Hey, Junkie Nation, this is the Great Daitokuji, and this is the Fix Podcast. With me today, we have Mike Bison.
Don't anger the bison.
Don't
you don't want that, man. What's up, y'all?
Also on the panel today, we got Simon Says what? Simon Says?
Simon says this is going to be a great podcast.
Great podcast. Now, on the agenda today, not too long ago, we just heard about the Mortal Kombat. It's the first that I've heard of it because I have not really been keeping up with Mortal Kombat because I wanted everything to be a surprise. So when I get the game, I'm like, "Oh, this is awesome! Ooh, this is awesome!" So what's this Mortal Kombat news that you hear?
Well, what I heard is there's going to be a couple of DLC dropping. Basically, you're going to get, of course, I know you heard of Jason Voorhees.
Oh yeah, I heard of Voorhees and
but
Predator.
He's going to be in that, and the other part is going to be a couple of extra costumes going to be dropping down as well. So. But the Predator and the Jason Voorhees, that's going to be pretty nice. I'm looking forward for that.
Is it going to cost anything?
I'm pretty sure it's going to cost something. I want to say around something, maybe like $20 at the most.
$100 for the whole pack? Why would I pay $100 for a pack? That's not even the game?
That is a lot of money, man.
Oh, that includes the game. Okay.
Oh, okay. That includes
Well, it's like that must be some special
$20.
pack if they're gonna do something like that. And also Sony apparently picked up Robotech, Macross to make some live action movies. Me personally, I don't really care to see anime turn into live action because I don't think they ever do it right. But then again, who knows? You got the right person behind it. What do you guys think?
I definitely don't think it's Sony. I have yet to see Sony bring anything to life, man. With the exception of maybe one of the X-Men. No, that was Fox. Sorry, take it back. Yeah, Sony. I can't see them doing it.
Other the first Amazing Spider-Man, that was it.
The first Amazing Spider-Man, you like that one?
I like the first one. The first Amazing Spider-Man was good.
That is pretty good.
But like I said, I agree with Mike. I don't really trust him doing this series any justice.
Well, time will only tell because, you can't go off any kind of speculation right now. On another note, Marvel, they're killing everybody, right?
Mm-hmm. Definitely.
This reboot?
From what I hear, it's going to be like kind of like the New 52 or something like that, but they're rebooting everything. So basically, they're just starting over from scratch because I guess they want to do everything to coincide with the movies that they're doing, which makes sense, but... Like
in detail, what do you mean when they reboot? When they're rebooting, are they starting the stories over from the beginning?
Yeah,
They kill Wolverine, so is he coming back? Is he, or is he still dead?
If you remember the female Thor, they're scratching that one and bringing it back, way back, to where Thor is Donald Blake and his alter ego. So it's taking it that far away back.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
How are they going to incorporate that into the movies?
I don't know, but hey.
I'm just real excited about it because I think that's a bold move by Marvel, especially in this day and age, man, where nothing is original anymore. You know what I'm saying? Everything is based off of something else or a reboot or whatever. And by Marvel ending the universe, to a degree, it's kind of, can I say it's retaining its value or whatever, the stuff that's already out, and like bringing out this new stuff. I'm just excited to see something new characters, you know what I'm saying, new stories, And if somebody is going to start something new, I think Marvel is the team to do it, man.
I think
they're on a roll.
I'm pretty much down there with you because it does seem kind of exciting to see what's going to come from it. Mm-hmm. One of the things I did hear is that the mutants are gone. They're not going to be calling people mutants anymore, apparently. And this is from a source. Now, don't quote me because I'm not a comic book source. One of my very good friends this is what he has told me, that I wouldn't say all, but a lot of people that were mutants are not going to be mutants anymore. They're actually going to be Inhumans. Did you hear about that?
Oh,
it's a rumor that is a rumor that's going around, but I don't know if it's going to be like for sure yet. We'll just have to wait and see what Marvel does, though. But that would be kind of interesting to see if they would go that route and just, basically debunk the whole mutant theory and just call them Inhumans. Would be kind of interesting to see how that works out.
I mean, if you think about it, it kind of makes a little sense for their DNA to be alien instead of just a mutation that gives them crazy powers. Because, mutations happen, but or they're going to be classified as gifted Inhumans. I mean, they're going to be the gifted. Well, Inhumans are gifted, what have you. I mean, to get crazy powers like a flight or able to change your appearance completely, you think like an alien DNA would be the start of it, but what have you. I think it'd be pretty good. Inhumans are aliens. Yeah, I think they are, aren't they?
Yes, they are. They're like, I want to say, Kree experiments, but yeah, they're technically, the humans are pretty much aliens.
And who are the Kree?
They are alien jerks.
Alien jerks.
That's how I would describe them. They are just pretty much jerks.
Blue bastard.
Well, yeah, that too.
Yeah. Like, who's a famous Kree? I mean, like I said, I don't read these comic books. You gotta tell me a little bit more.
The one guy would be Ronan the Accuser, and then you got Captain Marvel is the one. Those are those two main known persons in the Kree.
So I know about Ronan because Ronan was in Guardians of the Galaxy, and yeah, he was a big blue bastard. He was kind of a jerk to the entire
That's what
universe.
I said. They're pretty much jerks of the universe.
But Captain Marvel sounds like Captain Marvel, which I do know is a comic book. So who the heck is this? If he's a Kree, is he a jerk too?
No, well, honestly, it's funny though. He started off as basically a scientist that is doing research on the Earth, but he was reporting back to what their equivalent of like leader is called the Supreme Intelligence, and pretty much they get all their information from that actual Supreme Intelligence, and they go around basically conquering other worlds.
So he is a big blue jerk.
Sure, I guess you can say that.
Jerk.
What about some of the new characters?
Yeah.
Like in this Marvel universe, like what you heard anything about any of the new ones or?
Yeah, let's talk about that because you're saying it's rebooted. I mean, have you heard any kind of rumors or like any kind of storylines that might be coming out of this reboot? Because I can't imagine Marvel killing the entire. I mean, you got Fantastic Four, you got Spider-Man, you got X-Men, you got Incredible Hulk. We can go on and on. When you say they're rebooting the entire universe, like what does that mean for these characters?
As far as I know, they're starting from scratch. Is it just starting from scratch or?
No, I mean they are. From what I hear, they're doing cooperation with some of the actual characters from the Shield, like Quake, and then they have another character, which is kind of cool because like if any of you guys have not read, I would definitely recommend reading the Spider-Verse because they're actually starting a book called Gwen Spider-Woman or Gwen Spider-Girl. Oh, Spider-Gwen. Yeah, I'm sorry. But that's pretty cool because basically it's an alternate reality version of Gwen Stacy where she gets bit instead of Spider-Man.
Okay.
And then the story goes that actual Spider-Man, or not Spider-Man, but Peter Parker, he decides to he wants to better himself, so he experiments himself on lizard DNA, and he actually becomes the lizard.
Okay. So it's still a bit of familiarity in there.
And it's already
which is a cool thing.
Yeah, it's already got
That's
issues.
cool.
It's on issue 2.
I could do that. I could do that. Doesn't have to be totally new, but yeah. Okay.
But I definitely recommend reading the actual Spider-Verse just to get a good grip on what's going on with that, because that's a pretty good series. I like that.
Well, it sounds like it is going to be pretty awesome when it comes around. You guys are going to have to keep me posted when it comes out because I'd like to see it from the beginning. But on another note, have you seen the new game that's going to be released for PlayStation 4?
What is that?
Well, Sony is going to release God of War 3 for the PlayStation 4.
Time out. You said new.
Yeah, I did say new, and that's where I'm getting at. This generation of video games is to me is starting to become really disappointing because there's not a lot of new games, new IP that are being developed. There are some, it seems, but it seems like to me there's way more remastered games that are coming out. I mean, you had Tomb Raider, you had even Grand Theft Auto 5, which I knew was going to happen. The Last of Us. Now you're hearing God of War 3, Batman Arkham Asylum, Batman Arkham
Asylum?
City, yes. Devil May Cry, which just came
I'm so
out.
tired of that one.
Yeah,
Go.
but
Didn't they-
Devil May Cry 4.
Didn't they do
That
DMC?
just got announced. Devil May Cry 4 came out the year after the PlayStation 4 or 3 and the Xbox 360 came out. Devil May Cry 4 was released, and now they want to re-release this game. And I don't know if you're gonna call it Super HD because you can't tell me that the game was not in HD for the PlayStation 3 and Xbox 360.
I would assume that it was in HD, but I mean,
Yeah, I mean-
what else could they do to the game that they haven't already done to it?
That game should be free. It should not. I mean, you can pick it up now for probably $10 or less if you want to just play the game. But to have it in super high definition, I mean, it just to me seems a little ridiculous.
I'm just kind of like baffled that they're actually deciding to release these games that have been played or have been. How old is? I'm trying to think. When did God of War 3? That was what, a couple years ago?
Yeah, I think that came out in 2008 or 2009. It was not that long ago, like relatively speaking, for a video game, and it was a beautiful game for the PlayStation 3.
Yes, it
doesn't.
was.
2010.
Yeah.
It doesn't need
So
to
it was
come out
5 years
again.
old,
5-year-old game, but even that with the remake with Resident Evil, that was a remake of a remake.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they re-released it in HD now.
Yeah, I mean,
but who
it's
cares?
the same game.
It's the same game. There's
It's like-
nothing different.
Go pick up a GameCube. GameCube cost you $20 maybe.
Yeah.
You can find the game relatively inexpensive and play through the game because the gameplay is not going to change. Okay, it's in a higher definition. What have you? What do you think about that?
I'm just shocked that people are actually buying these games to a point where, obviously it's profitable to keep bringing them out. That's why they keep doing it. People are buying these games, and that's the $1 million question for me.
But you can, but like you said, you could probably find some of these games for like maybe $10 or less.
And that's what I'm saying.
The only
don't
one
know.
that I personally really waited for is when Grand Theft Auto 5 got announced for PlayStation 3 and Xbox 360. I said the PlayStation 4 and Xbox One are on the way. I know that they're going to release them for that, and it's going to be better. And I said, I'm going to hold out. And I was right. A couple of friends like, no, they're not going to do it. They're not going to do it. Yeah, they did it. And I haven't picked it up yet because I still need to finish the old ones, even though you don't really need to play the old ones. But when it's cheap enough, that's the one I'll pick up. But a lot of these games they're coming out, Grand Theft Auto 5 was a $60 game. Devil May Cry is supposed to be a $40 game. Most of these games are coming out relatively.
$40?
Yeah. Devil May Cry, and not Devil May Cry 4. It's the remake of Devil May Cry DMC that came out just a few years ago.
Hey, I did.
Not
I'm gonna
Devil
ask
May
you.
Cry 1.
Yeah, I remember that because they did say they were releasing that one, but for whatever reason, why you want to remaster a game that, I don't know, man. It's disgusting.
Well,
He said it's disgusting.
I can understand how it's disgusting. It's also kind of hard to concentrate when you got Scarlett Johansson on the screen, but okay,
This
what
is
was
true.
that saying?
This is true.
But yeah, I mean, they need to just, I personally think, leave those games on the older systems. If they want to do a remaster of it, do it later in the PlayStation 4's life, but not so close to the generation move. They should do it later. Like when the PlayStation 4 is dying, that's when we should start seeing some of this stuff.
Because like you really think about it, they don't really have any new games out just yet. Some of the games are still being launched.
It's
a process. I understand that it's getting like, to that point where, all right, there's no games out. Let's just do a remaster of a game.
You know what?
And throw it out.
That's what it is.
That's what it is.
That's what it is.
It's just filler.
There's no new games out. Yep, it's filler.
It is big time filler. And in my honest opinion, just give us some new games. Stop trying to fill up the spot, because if I want to play the old stuff, I'll go buy the old stuff because, that's how I am. But regardless of the fact, we're here and we're talking about this stuff with the Fix Podcast. Got here Mike Bison. Simon Sez is Great Daitokuji. If you guys have any comments on anything that we said, please put them in the comment section. Hit that like button. It's extremely important to us to get that like, and share it with your friends. Share it with everybody. Share it on Facebook, Google+. Anything that you can share it with, we would love it. This is Great Daitokuji again for Culture Junkies and the Fix Podcast. Have a great evening.
Peace.
Culture Junkies!